my name is Mary Thames, and I probably care about Sleeping Beauty more than you. As I said before, I was probably one of the maybe 5 people that you knew growing up who actually gives a care about Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty. I saw Maleficent recently, and my friends and family have been asking me rather incessantly about my thoughts about the film. I recognize that this is just my opinion, and I get very touchy when it comes to Sleeping Beauty, so I would advise just not getting into it with me. Disclaimers aside, let's get started. There are spoilers ahead. Turn back if you have not seen the movie. I could write a dissertation on the film Sleeping Beauty. It's one of the biggest risks that Walt Disney took in his career. It's the longest running production schedule of all time. It's a film 10 years in the making. 75-minute long film is 4,500 seconds of artwork, which at 28 frames per second is 126,000 frames of artwork in Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty. And it was printed on 70mm film, whereas they normally would put all of the prior films on, I think, 35mm film. So, like, Disney, prior to this movie, had never done a film that was so literally large. I don't know if that proves to you that I know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. So, now, Maleficent. If Maleficent were a train, I would be getting on board for parts of it, and I would be getting off board for parts of it. First things first, aesthetics. The movie was a costume and makeup triumph. Oh my gosh, the way they did Angelina Jolie's face to make her look like Maleficent was incredible. I am a little bit disappointed that they didn't make her green, because when I played Maleficent, I went green. And that was 4 years ago, and my skin still hasn't recovered. I really loved how all of the costuming was kind of Renaissance inspired, because that's what Walt Disney was really looking for when he started Sleeping Beauty. He wanted everything to be more angular and less rounded than it had been in previous films like Snow White and Cinderella and Pinocchio. And so I thought it was really nice that they paid homage to his original intentions that way with the costuming. There were several shots of the movie that were like direct shout-outs of the original. When Aurora and Philip meet for the first time, that little Glen Glade area looks very similar to the one in the original film. I actually got really emotional, and I may or may not have cried. The second thing, plot. This is where the train thing really comes in. I got on board for, like, the Stefan and Maleficent stuff. There was a small part of me when Stefan goes AWOL where I was like, really? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned? That is so original. And I feel like this also furthers this societal thing where men think that everything women do is because of them, which is not true, by the way. I will say that the part where she wakes up after her wings have been, ripped from her body was some of the most truthful acting I've seen in fantasy. For me, the biggest success of the movie was definitely the christening scene. The script was pretty much verbatim from the original, which made me really happy. She brought some new aspects to the character that I really loved while still kind of paying homage to the original film. But then, the 3 good fairies were totally, completely, and utterly marginalized, which I didn't understand at all. They carried the last film. Sword of truth, fly swift and sure, that evil die and good endure, like the 3 fairies. I didn't understand the name changes, like Flittle, Knotgrass, and Thistlewit. I did some research to see if maybe they were, pulling those names from, like, an original story, but there are so many original adaptations of Sleeping Beauty that I couldn't find that. So if I'm wrong, let me know. The thing that really drove me crazy here is that you've got Imelda Staunton as one of your 3 good fairies, and she's an incredible actress. Why would you not utilize her to her full ability? And this is about when I, got off board. Maleficent interrupts the Merryweather equivalent's gift, just like she does in the original. She then proceeds to do the curse, like she does in the original, and then she gives the loophole for the curse, which doesn't leave Merryweather equivalent really anything to do in that scene. Like, I kind of get it, like, she got to say a really cool line about how, like, true love doesn't exist, and I'm bitter, and ugh. Well, what's Merryweather equivalent gonna do? Merryweather equivalent does nothing. She doesn't give Aurora any kind of gift. Aurora is giftless from the 3rd fairy. Okay. Didn't understand why Maleficent had to interrupt her then. Okay, so our new story begins to unfold. I loved the backstory with Maleficent and the Raven. My only complaint was that it wasn't until the credits that I actually figured out what his name was, because no actor in that movie enunciated it. I had no idea what he was called. Apparently it's Diaval? Maleficent starts stalking Aurora, which is about when I was off of the train. She starts calling her beastie, and, you know, not being, it does lead to some humorous exchanges. Like, Jolie totally, like, nailed the funny moments of that script. They're excellently delivered, I just don't know why they were there. I really liked the Philip and Aurora exchange. They were really teenagery, and they were so baby, and it was really cute, and I liked it. I almost got back on the train. But then Maleficent tried to lift the curse, and I'm like, homegirl, you gotta commit to your curses. You know? Don't get involved with the people you curse. So Aurora goes to rejoin her parent, because it's a Disney princess film, so they had to kill one. Okay, so then the curse leads her to her spinning wheel, she falls down, goes boom, gets dragged to the bedchamber, blah. And so they get to the sleeping Aurora, Philip kisses her, and then nothing. And in that moment I knew. I said, they're gonna Once Upon a Time this, aren't they? And they did. I'm sorry. They've done that twice on Once Upon a Time. Disney owns ABC. You'd think they'd be able to hire enough writers to come up with another idea. I get the message. Maternal love is stronger than romantic love. Maternal love is true love. I got it. We're good. Aurora wakes up. Maleficent breaks out her catsuit. A battle ensues between Stefan and Maleficent. Stefan gets thrown off a cliff. Aurora is crowned queen of Stefan's kingdom and of the fairyland. Maleficent gets her wings back, becomes a good guy, blah blah. The thing that they leave you with, and the thing that really upset me, was the narrator reveals herself to be Aurora, and she's like, hey, you have been told another story. That story is cockamamie. It's not true, this one is. And that bothered me quite a bit, because the original story is very important to me. What you have at the heart of this story is a redemption story. We have this obsession right now in theater and film where all characters have to be good guys. And that's just not life, that's just not true. Not everybody gets to be likable, not everybody is a good guy. Not everybody's actions are justifiable. She is here to antagonize, and she's not leaving until your life is ruined. Why can't we let a villain be evil for the sake of being evil? And also, why couldn't we let her turn into the dragon? In short, Angelina Jolie as Maleficent, yes. Elle Fanning as Aurora, yes. The prince being useless, yes. The three good fairies being useless, no. Costumes and makeup, yes. CGI, not overdone, yes. Very good. Script, overall, no. Catsuit, no. Poor choice. I left the theater feeling very I think it could have been way worse. They could have really killed it for me. But it also could have been way better. Leave any comments you have about Maleficent in the comments. I'm very curious to know what other people are thinking about this movie. Don't attack my opinion. Let's have a friendly discussion. Because I believe in friendly discussion. And if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true. Thank you. Bye.